Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews, and today we are going back to my origins and going back to Jurassic World. And these figures are actually going back a bit as well, because now obviously we're on to the Chaos Theory figures, and stuff like that. What is it? Epic Attack? I don't know what the line is at the moment. I can't remember. Anyway, we're on to the Chaos Theory figures at the moment. But these figures are going back to the Dino Trackers days. So the figures aren't that old, but they're old enough that they're all heavily discounted in stores. Yay. So we are going to be looking at the Danger Pack Dakosaurus. This one I've actually only recently been able to find in stores. The Dakosaurus has been a very elusive figure, mainly because if you look at the back of the box, all of the other figures in the set, in this wave, have been released in previous waves. So no one really wants them because they were bought them the first time in their original wave. So all of the other species are easy to find. Dakosaurus is the only new one in this wave, so he's been a bit of a challenge to find, because everyone wants that one. So the Danger Pack Dakosaurus. And then we also have 3 of the Wild Raw figures to take a look at. One of them already going off. So we've got the Orkoraptor to take a look at. We've got the Nigersaurus to take a look at. And finally we have the Irritator to take a look at. Now the Irritator and the Orkoraptor I've been after for quite a while. These normally retailed at about £22 when they first dropped. So for these Wild Raw ones. So yeah, they retailed for about £22 when they first dropped. They've been out long enough now that Home Bargains has them for £7 something. I think it was like £7.60 each. So I got both of these. So I got the Irritator and the Orkoraptor. I got them both from Home Bargains. So I got both of these for less than one of these would have cost brand new when they first dropped. That just shows you how much of an overstock place has got of these things. The Nigersaurus I still got discounted. I got it for £16.50, but I got that from Sainsbury's. And Sainsbury's don't like dropping the prices on their stuff as much as what Home Bargains did. So yeah, I got them all discounted, but sorry, those 2 carnivores let going off. But yeah, I got them all discounted, but the Nigersaurus wasn't as heavily discounted as the 2 carnivores. So anyway, let's head on over to the review table and get a closer look at these cool dinosaurs. Okay, here we are. Here's all the figures. Now, you may notice that this one and this one are rather dusty. I've had them lying around for a while. But we're actually going to start with the Dakosaurus, because it's a small one. So we're starting with the small one today. So here is the Danger Pack Dakosaurus. So because it's one of the attack pack style figures, it's open box design, so you can touch pretty much every angle of the figure. And we've got the Jurassic World logo, we've got Blue and Beta up here, we've got Dino Trackers, and then Danger Pack Dakosaurus. And on the back, we've got a lot of fine print advertising the Jurassic World Facts app, which I've got it downloaded, but I still haven't actually started anything of it. And we've got the others in the set. So we've got the Orkoraptor. Can't remember what that one is. And then we've got the Irritator. I have reviewed those 3 in a different wave. So we're just looking at the Dakosaurus today. So let's snip it free. So here is the Dakosaurus. And like I said, this one has been a bit of a pain to find, because, well, it's the only new one in this wave, so loads of people have wanted this one. Detailing on it is pretty damn good. we can open the mouth. That's as far as it can open. It's not going to... Oh, no, it can go further, but it looks kind of broken. So that's as far as it can open naturally, and then you're sort of unclipping that bit with opening it further. Inside of the mouth is painted... well, we've only got the tongue painted, the rest of it is normal colour. Oh, we do have like a little tiny second row of teeth, like the Mosasaurus does. Interesting. The teeth are painted... The teeth are actually painted pretty good. Yeah, I don't really notice any paint slop. Eyes... That one's done okay. That one's a little bit off, but not too bad. So the eyes are printed okay. The eyes are good. The only bit of this figure that's not painted really are the flippers and the tail. I feel like the tail should be that way up, like it's a shark's tail, but no, that way up is the correct way. So it's overall a really nice figure. We've got the scan code. So there you go. If you don't have it added to your fax app yet and want to, there you go. For articulation, we've already shown you the mouth. The head, ooh, that was paint stuck then. So it can look all the way up and look a bit down. The flippers can do full 360, front and back. They're on a soft ratchet, so they sort of lock into place at a few places. And the tail can rotate. If you put the flippers down, as if it's swimming, the back flippers won't actually touch the ground because it rests on the front flippers and the tail. Obviously, you can move the tail out the way, like I said, to make it look a bit more like a shark's tail. And then it will stand on all the flippers. So that's a really nice figure. I like that. I like the Dakosaurus. It is cool. Moving on, we're going to do the Nigersaurus. So this is the wild raw versions. This is like the medium-sized figures that Mattel do that make noises. And that's pretty much about it. They'll have some sort of weird action gimmick as well. But it's mainly the sounds. So that's the front of the box. Open box design, so you can touch it. This one is new because it still has the tab in it. Then we've got Blue and Beta, Jurassic World, Dino Trackers, Wild Raw Nigersaurus. On this side, Jurassic World Dino Trackers. On that side, Jurassic World. On the back, the others in the set. Picture of the figure, what it does, Jurassic World fax app. On the bottom, don't eat the figure. So yeah, I believe this is the Regaliceratops. I haven't got that one. I wasn't that fussed about that one, but I just really wanted the carnivores and the Nigersaurus. Let's get you out. And then we gotta get the tail. The tail is the fun part because you gotta go in from the side to get at it. Come on. There we go. Got the tail. Throw the box down there. Snap the tail in. And there we go. Have it all lined up. There we go. That's lined up. And then pull the tab. There. And it works. So here is the Nigersaurus. An unfortunate name, really, when you see how it's spelt, because you're going to have some immature people pronounce it wrong. So it's all green. It's a green. These things are so loud. It's a green sauropod. Nigersaurus being quite a unique sauropod in the sense of its mouth shape. You can see it's got a bit of a wider snout. This figure doesn't really do it justice, but the actual animal itself had a very wide mouth. It was a strange looking head. So we've got the eyes painted very well on that side and also very well on this side. So the eyes have been painted really well on this one. I am impressed. The inside of the mouth has not been painted. It's just the solid green colour, mainly just because you can't actually see inside the mouth that well. I mean, you can sort of see the tongue there, but it definitely hasn't been painted. I don't think. Yeah, it's not been painted. It's covered in all of the spikes and osteoderms that you would see on a crocodile. So that's pretty cool. We've got the scan code here. Oh, the scan code on mine is a little bit drunk. Anyway, there's the scan code. As you can see, it is escaping on mine. Let's see if I can... Can I peel it off and then stick it back on? I could peel it off, but I'm not going to. As long as it doesn't interfere, it should be okay. Yeah, it should be alright. For articulation, the front legs can go back and forth and also out to the side. The back legs can also go back and forth and also out to the side. That is a lot more out to the side than I thought we were going to get on this figure. And the tail rotates. It's got the useless rotation. And the gimmick for these guys is you've got this little dial here that moves side to side. And the idea is you wiggle it and the head moves and it makes noises. So we've got one click left and right, which moves the head a tiny bit. Then you've got two clicks. And it also gives us a different noise. Which is nice. And also when you do the double click, the head moves up a little bit as well. So little clicks. And then double click. So there we go. So that's the Nigersaurus. Yes, okay, shush. Up next, we're going to do the Orkoraptor. So the packaging is exactly the same, except it shows that it lives in the mountain instead of the jungle. And we've got Orkoraptor down there. And then down here on the back, it shows the Nigersaurus there. Wow, I need some sharper scissors. So we got the dinosaur out. Then we got to go in from the side and get the tail. I mean, I know why they do this with their figures, with having the tail separate, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass. There we go. We've got the tail. Very short tail, actually. It's a pretty short tail. To be fair, the whole dinosaur is kind of short. There we go. The whole dinosaur is kind of short and pudgy. Look at how stumpy it is. I love him. Why is he not standing up? I love how stumpy it is. It does not want to stand. There we go. But yeah, it's got quite short legs. It's quite a stumpy dinosaur, and it's cute, and I actually really love it. So, oh, look how short the tail is. Up ahead, we have some very nicely painted eyes. Really nicely painted eyes, actually. And I love the markings around the eyes as well. It's one of the most striking features about this dinosaur. And all the stripes on the tail are as well. This is actually a really nicely painted figure. And we don't have any paint on the arms. Because with Mattel, we always get a nicely painted head. Because that's the bit you mainly see in the packaging. And we might get a nicely painted body with a plain tail. Or, in this case, we'll get a painted tail with a plain body. But they have still put some paint on it. So the colour, for the colour transition. So that's nice. But I do really like the head. And if we go in and look at the teeth, dang, it's got big teeth. And they are shiny. The teeth have been painted really nicely. And the inside of the mouth is all sculpted in this fleshy colour. So it's nice that we've actually got a roof of the mouth coloured as well. Because if I bring the Dakosaurus back, so this is one of their smaller budget figures, the roof of the mouth is not painted. It's the colour of the plastic that the head was moulded in. Whereas these ones that make noises, because the idea is the mouth opens as part of the gimmick, they do put effort into the mouth, which I appreciate. Scan code. Here we go. Oh, that's more centered, which is good. So we've got the scan code for the Orkoraptor. Now, from what I understand, this dinosaur is a Megaraptor. Is in the Megaraptor family. So, not actually related to raptors, but the Megaraptor family was so named after the dinosaur Megaraptor, because when it was discovered, when they found one of the giant claws, they thought it went on the feet, like raptor feet. So they called it Megaraptor. It was later discovered that the claw was actually from the hand, but, you know, they'd already named it, so the name stuck, and then the whole family was named the Megaraptorans. So this guy, as you can see, has 3 huge claws on its hand. So this is more like I guess you could say it's like a predatory Therizinosaurus in a way. But it's very nice. We've also got the feather detail on the arm. We've also got some feathers on the back of the head. And then it's pretty much scales on the top of the body. But we've got a feathery underbelly. And then we've got feathers on the legs as well. So we've got a feathery underbelly that goes all the way along to the tip of the tail. And then the actual tip of the tail, so this much, is like completely feathered. And that is actually pretty cool. It's an interesting take on it, I think. For articulation, the hands can go back and forth and also out to the side. The legs can also go back and forth and also out to the side. And the tail rotates, but, you know, that's pointless. I never understood the rotating tail. It's weird. And as with the Nigersaurus, it does have the same gimmick. So you've got the little dial up here. So give it little tiny turns. And it does nothing, can it? So the little turns and the mouth doesn't really open much. It's also got edited Velociraptor noises, which is pretty cool. The actual Velociraptor noises take more effect in the big one when you do the double click. Okay. There you go. There you go. You can hear the raptor noises more when you do the double click. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the Orkoraptor, a really cool figure. I'm going to lay him down there because otherwise, yep, there we go. And we'll do the Suchomimus. Now, this is the one I was mainly looking forward to from this wave, because I missed out on the original one, which I believe was Dino Rivals. So I missed out on the Dino Rivals Suchomimus. So I was wanting to make sure that I wasn't going to miss out on this Suchomimus. Because this one, while yes, it is still a Jurassic figure, and the Jurassic World franchise have never been known for accuracy, this figure is actually more accurate to how Spinosaurids would have appeared, according to, you know, modern research and stuff, than the original one was. Yeah, that's fine. So here is the Suchomimus. And boy, is that a beautiful figure. So, originally, if you've seen Jurassic Park 3, the Spinosaurs were seen as similar to the Spinosaurus in that film. So they walked on the two legs, they were massive animals, and they pretty much walked around like a T-Rex. Whereas now, according to research, they're a lot more lower to the ground, and some of them have even suggested that they could be quadrupedal, at least with the Spinosaurus. But they also now have massive paddle tails to help them swim, because these are some of the few dinosaurs that have been suggested that they lived in and around the water. So this Irritator is the first Jurassic figure to sort of reflect slightly modern interpretations of the Spinosaurs. And I absolutely love it. This is one of the examples of painted head, painted body, boring tail. But it makes sense because, as you can see, there's the colour transition there. But I think it would have been nice if there was maybe a little bit of the brown, this lighter brown, going onto the tail, just to show a little bit more of a transition. But yes, the Irritator is a really nice figure. And as with the Orkoraptor, because of the gimmick, the inside of the mouth has been done nicely. We've got a rougher tongue for the Irritator. The Orkoraptor had a smooth tongue. This one's got a bit more of a rougher tongue. Kind of shows the diet as well. Because if you've seen the inside of a penguin's mouth, that obviously eats fish, they have like spiked tongues. They're kind of freaky to help them grip the fish. And they've given this model a rougher tongue. So it's as if they're trying to go for the whole, you know, rough surface that will help you grip a fish. So that's quite cool. The eyes painted very nicely on this side, and also painted very nicely on this side. So the eyes have been done really well. Very crocodilian-like head, which I love. And the teeth have also been painted really nicely. You're also behaving yourself and not roaring. This is the one that mainly went off a lot when I had it in storage. So yeah, teeth have been painted very nicely. We've got the, where is it? There it is. So we've got the DNA scan code for the Irritator as well. I was about to say Ichthyosaurus and it's like, no. I don't know why I was about to say Ichthyosaurus. But yeah, there's the scan code. Articulation is the same as normal, so the arms can go back and forth and also out to the side. And then the legs can also go back and forth and also out to the side. Though not as much in this dinosaur. And of course, the gimmick is exactly the same as well. So we've got the one click. It doesn't really seem to be working that well on this, so I do think I'll be taking the batteries out of these afterwards. And then we've got the double click. It kind of sounds like there were a little bit of Carnotaurus in there, maybe a tiny bit of Spinosaurus. It seems like it's a hodgepodge of roars for the Irritator. But it's still a really cool figure. And that is it. Oh, you can shut up. Now spread your legs out a little bit. And there we go. That was that. Oh, you can shut up as well. So I'll bring all of you in. And then we'll put the little Dakosaurus. Spin the tail a little bit. There we go. And a little Dakosaurus in the middle. So there we go. That's that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video. Whatever that'll be. Bye!